What is going on today, fam? So we're back again today working on the K-Swap Civic. Today we're going to be talking about how air is going to get into the engine. So I got some choice parts here that's going to help us to set up our actual intake system. So first and foremost, I have a Skunk 2 Ultra Street intake manifold. We got our hybrid racing fuel rail, which is going to go right there. We have a set of Works 440cc injectors, and these things are oh so pretty. Look at those, so pretty. A thermal intake manifold gasket. These are supposed to be good for like a horsepower or two on the dyno. We'll see. Came with the Skunk 2 manifold, so whatever. Here we have our OEM throttle body, and we're going to have to go to take just some of these sensors and whatnot that's on this in order to put it on our new Ktuned throttle body. So we have a 70mm throttle body. I think the stock one is 62mm. So we are definitely going up in size. You can see the difference there. So the idea is that we make more power with the Ktuned one. The only problem with the Ktuned one that I've been seeing is the fact that it can be a bit sticky. A lot of aftermarket throttle bodies do have that issue of sticking, but we're still going to just give it a go and see how it works out. So we are going to start to get this thing together. I do want to point out, I've already done some things to my Skunk 2 manifold. Number one, I took these studs right here off of my old manifold that is on there, okay? So this manifold did not come with the studs, nor did it come with these two studs either. So I had to take those off of the old one, okay? So you're tracking there. Another thing, the Skunk 2 manifold comes with these barbs right here so you can run your vacuum line. So this is going to be the one that goes to your PCV. And then we got the two ones over. One's gonna be for our brake booster, and the other one's gonna be a vacuum source for our fuel pressure regulator. So just so y'all are tracking what's going on there, okay? First things first is gonna be to get our actual Ktuned throttle body all prepped up. Ktuned sends you a new throttle body gasket as well. This throttle body is able to be used with different types of intake manifolds. That's why the bolt holes are like kind of weird looking and elongated, okay? But it's gonna be cool nonetheless. So we have to get a lot of our sensors transferred over. Show out what those sensors are. So right here we have our intake air. So this is gonna help with our cold idle. This sensor right here. We have our evap port that's right here. Don't think we need to run the evap. Then we have our map port. We will be running the map from my understanding. And yeah, so I'm gonna work on getting just the old parts transferred too, and we'll keep it going from there. So my old intake air control valve is a little bit dusty. You might order a new one of those. And for some reason the TPS head bolts, they're not like a regular bolt design. So I might just grab a new TPS as well. I was trying to knock them off, but kind of chipped off part of the TPS. But keep working at it. If I can get it off, then I'll go ahead and install the TPS. If not, I'll just order a new one, no big deal. Next things that we're gonna be doing is going to install our new injectors here. One of the critical things is to make sure that the O-rings are lubed when you are putting in your injectors. The actual fuel rail is going to sit up there like that, and then the injectors will sit in between. I don't have a sort of fittings tight on the fuel rail yet. The only one I have tight is this block off one, because we won't be doing a center feed setup on this one when I have easy access to the fuel lines. But this setup is gonna look pretty good. I came through, put some thread locker on this little, what is it? A little block off screw right there. But we're looking pretty good so far. I like the way that's looking. So let me get to work on getting these new injectors installed. Cool. So we got just where our intake goes all cleaned up. Put a little brake cleaner in there. Got everything just wiped off. So now we're gonna go ahead and put our intake on the engine. The intake shouldn't interfere with us when we go put the wire harness on. We should be able to route it around. I don't think it's gonna be an issue. But if it is, and I'll figure out when I get there. But I'm gonna just go ahead and install the intake now. All right, so we got just the intake all on. It's all bolted on. Throttle body's bolted on as well. Solid. Fuel rail is on. Did get some dirty, just like handprints on the intake manifold, but whenever I actually go to put everything together, all that's gonna get cleaned up. We got our PCV valve hose right here. Underneath, I had already came under and installed a couple of these other just barbs where we're gonna pull a vacuum source from, but it is looking good so far. Next thing, I just need to go and hop in the engine bay, start to pull out just some of the lines and just some of the wires we're not gonna be using. I'll probably do that off camera, and as well as we need to go ahead and drill out our old transmission mount as well. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Take it easy. I'm out.
Coach.